Alright, so hello everyone, it is Jaden and welcome back to another video. For this week's video, I am going to be working on some pages in this Hobonichi. This is a July through December Hobonichi, and I've actually worked on it some more since I last did the pages in this video. But I just thought I would bring you all along with me as I just did a couple of pages in it. But anyways, let me stop rambling and let's get to work. Alright, so I know that I said I would be using another one of those Artist Loft journals to just kind of be like my regular journal like this one was before trying to do a Hobonichi for next year. I then realized that Hobonichi they make specific books that are split into like the year is split in half. So this is obviously July through December. So I thought this would be fun to get, as well as just to give me a little taste of, you know, what a Hobonichi book is like, to see if I would like it. And so far I am really enjoying using the Hobonichi. As you can see, I already decorated the cover of mine. This sticker is from Chelsea DIY. This is from, I believe, Lydia Jean Art. This one is from Tofu Trap. This is from Drawn by Nana. And I'm not 100% sure where this one is from. I got it off of Etsy. I will include the person's name on the screen. And then all of these like other little random ones to fill in the space are from Pip Sticks. And then on the back, this is from Frog in a Sweater. This is just from a local coffee shop. These three are from Quasi Club, not Crazy, Quasi with a W. This is from Radia Rahman, I believe that's how you pronounce her name. If not, I sincerely apologize. This is from Milky Tomatoes, and then these other two little random ones are from Pip Sticks again. Now, this is definitely a smaller than like, I believe this is an A6 size book, so it's definitely smaller. As you can see, it's about like the size of my hand, truly. But I think this is nice just to get a taste. I think, like I said, I am really enjoying using the Hobonichi. So I think that when I get the one to use next year, I will go a little bit, like size up a little bit. But even though the month has already passed, the month of July, and we are currently in August when I am filming this, I still thought it would be fun to go back and fill in the pages. I used this book, like I said, I had all this extra in the back, and I have been basically just like recounting the days of what I can remember, just so that I can be able to go back and fill this in, which this has been working really well. I'll give you all a little tour of what pages I have done so far before getting into it. Now, I got this little guy off of Amazon because it was on sale. This is like the Japanese version. I don't know if they make an English version of like the really small ones, but I basically, for like this year in a glance type of thing, I just went back in and just filled in some random dates because I wasn't 100% sure like what to do. And then for these, I just filled in some other like holidays and people's birthdays, stuff like that, some of my breaks for school. That's, you know, all I did in this little monthly section. And then for this part, I forgot to print them all out, but I'm just going to do pictures for the month of July. And then for the following months, it's basically going to be like a mood board of like the vibes I want for like that upcoming month, if that makes sense. And then basically, I've just gone back in. You know, this is just talking about how like the start of a new month means new specials at coffee shops. So just trying them, and I included like stickers, like this one's from Wool Blossoms. I like the fun thing about like doing it like this. I feel like I like break up the pages more than like how I did in the other journal, which is pretty fun. And then as you can see, for July, I did the Spooky Summer Art Challenge. So I went back in and I like included those pictures. But basically, here's July 2nd and the 3rd, oops, 4th and 5th. As you can see, some days there's more than the others, which I think is why I'd like a bigger one, because even if like for like a day where I do have a lot that had like gone on, it will give me like more space to write and also just space everything out so it doesn't look as crowded. And then for like the days where I don't have as much going on, I could probably just be like really creative and do like little drawings and stuff like that. 6 7, like, as you can see, like, for this one, I did, like, little drawings, like, of, like, this was a pillow I saw at TJ Maxx. As you can see, this one, I couldn't remember anything that happened that day, so I did a little 404, there's nothing here. And I know that wouldn't really show up on, like, this kind of, like, drawing program, but I still thought it would be kind of cute. We have a Permission to Dance one, because it was 3 years since that had been released, and I finally used these cute little stickers I had got from Serendipity Parade. Another one, couldn't remember what happened, so here's a cowboy worm. This is from Milky Tomatoes. And then, again, another day where I couldn't really remember what had happened, but I'm pretty sure that was the day I finished Gideon, the ghost manatee. And then this is another, like, super cute sticker from Milky Tomatoes. They have very adorable art. Again, some more little stuff, and that is how far I've gotten. So I need to obviously finish up the rest of July and then get into August. But yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so first up is the 14th, and I'm going to be using this little Bonjour washi tape just to accent the page. Now, I honestly couldn't remember anything that happened this day, at least in my life. However, Jin from BTS, as some of you may know, I am an ARMY. He was the torchbearer for the Olympics, so I just looked up a picture and did just a cutesy little sketch, which I'm not the best at doing, like, kind of cutesy, stylized people. I need to practice more. So I tried my best, and I just did a sketch in a purple cold erase pencil before going in with just a little ballpoint pen, and then coloring it in with some colored pencils. Now, the paper in a Hobonichi, I believe they use Tomo River paper, which is very thin, which I can't lie, I kind of like it. Now, like, there is a little bit of ghosting, especially when I use the, like, Crayola markers. So, like, that's why I only write in, like, the Bic pen, or, yeah, like, this Bic, pen, as opposed to, like, the other gel pens you might see me use in my other journaling videos, just because those bleed, like, really bad. Like, I did a test on another page, so I just use the cheapy black Bic pens, because they do not do any kind of ghosting at all. And they also kind of help make the page, like, really crinkly and stuff, which I honestly really enjoy personally. I don't know, just something about that noise. It's just very nice, the crinkle. But anyways, I moved on to the 15th. Again, I couldn't really remember anything that happened in my life that day. However, there was the announcement for Are You Sure?, which is Jimin and Jungkook's little travel show, which at the time of me doing this voiceover is already out. And I was totally enjoying it. It was so much fun, so cute seeing them doing stuff together. And then there's, like, the episodes that had Taehyung in it. I very loved it. It was a very enjoyable little show to watch. And there was so much happening. Poor Jimin could not catch a break, especially when he had, like, the stomach problems. And, like, the first, like, 1 or 2 episodes, poor thing. That, you know, that's kind of me, though. Like, I don't have it, like, as bad as he was, but I definitely get a lot of, like, stomach pain, like, and stomach aches, but mine's, like, really more, like, anxiety induced, because I am just a very anxious person. But anyways, as you can see, I already moved on to the 16th, and I added the Spooky Summer Art Challenge before going in with, like, some pictures from my grandmother's birthday and just writing about that, because July 16th is her birthday. As you can see, for some of the pages, I did do a title at the top, but other ones, if I knew that there would be more that I'd want to write about, I kind of refrained from doing that, just because, you know, I wanted enough space, because, like I had mentioned, this is definitely a smaller Hobonichi, but I do, as I mentioned, I do really enjoy it, and I can definitely see myself getting one to use next year. And next year, I'll probably get the one where it's, like, the whole year in one book, as opposed to, like, separated by the months, or by, like, separated in half. That's a better way of saying that. But anyways, as you can see, I am gluing down some pictures of Glenn Powell, and the one picture includes his dog Brisket, who's very cute. I cannot lie, I was incredibly influenced by the internet to want to see Twisters from him being in it, and just, I do really like Glenn Powell. The first time I was ever introduced to him in terms of, like, media and stuff was Scream Queens, which if you have never seen Scream Queens, I highly recommend it. Is it like the most like, you know, like the best film, like not best film, is it like the best TV show I've ever seen in my entire life in terms of like script and stuff like that? No. However, it is just such a fun show to watch for like a good time, especially if you like kind of silly, like spooky kind of stuff. It's also just like a very unhinged show, but honestly, I highly recommend it. If you don't know what it's about, it's about like a sorority, and basically like one by one, like the girls are being killed off by some masked killer that is like terrorizing their campus. But anyways, like I said, I highly recommend it because it's just, at least just like watch it once. It's just a very like fun little show, especially with spooky season coming up. I think you should watch it. Maybe I'll watch it again this year, you know, get a little refresher. It's been a while since I had last seen it. But anyways, I've moved on to the next couple of days. As you can see, like in my last journal, I would use a lot of scrapbooking paper and like the corners of pages and stuff like that. However, I'm mainly just using washi in this particular journal just because I don't want it to get like too incredibly bulky and thick. And I know that would definitely happen if I use the scrapbooking paper. Also, I have like a pretty decent collection of washi tape, and I don't use it a whole lot, and this is just a great way to use it. But anyways, another great thing, actually, let me like stop going off on the little tangent I was about to and go into another one. But this is also really fun for using up like stickers. I'm definitely like the kind of person that, you know, I don't like using my stickers just because I'm like, what if I don't like where I put it? You know, I think that like sticker anxiety, some people say, you know, I feel like that's something a lot of people can relate to. But this has definitely really led to me using up my stickers, and I just really like it, especially because like they add like such a cuteness to some of the pages, and they're especially great for pages where I didn't have anything going on. I'll just plop them right in the middle of the page and add some other little stickers around them. Like specifically like the bigger like single die cut vinyl stickers, I like always like never wanted to use, but like the other ones I never really had a problem with doing that, like the little sticker sheets. But I don't know, this has gotten me out of that little habit. I've also never been like one to like to decorate the covers of like my notebooks and sketchbooks and stuff, but again, I'm trying to do that more to use up my stickers. And as you can see, I did do that with this Hobonichi, and I quite like it in the end. I think it came out real cute. But anyways, as you can see, this video is a mixture of like regular like real-time footage plus some footage that has been sped up, because if I did not speed up some of this footage, we would have been here literally all day. Like at the moment of me doing this voiceover, the video is around like 18 minutes, I believe, and before then it was about like 45 minutes, 50 minutes. It was like real long, and I don't think you all would want to sit here and watch me work in this little Hobonichi for that long. So that's why I definitely sped up some of this footage, especially because it's quite repetitive. But I thought it'd just be fun to bring y'all along with me as I worked in it, because like I said, I really enjoyed this little journal, and I cannot wait to get the one for next year, especially like a bigger size, because while the font size is small, it's really difficult to work in on days where I have like a lot that I want to write about, and I just kind of have to like pick and choose like what I think I would like to highlight for that specific day. But anyways, right now I'm adding in Christmas washi tape. You know, Christmas in July is a thing, and I can get rid of it, or not get rid of it. I can get away with like adding in the Christmas washi tape. And then I added in this flowery washi tape, which honestly, it doesn't really match that well. But honestly, a lot of these, they don't really match that well in terms of like some of the stickers that I've added and stuff like that, just because like I wanted it like the pages to be like very bright with pops of color, because I, you know, usually a lot of my color would come from like the gel pens that I would use in my other journal, but since I can't use those in this particular journal, I have to, you know, work with like some of the markers and stuff like that. I also tended to not use the markers a lot, like the Crayola ones, just because, or specifically the darker Crayola like markers because they would ghost a lot more than like the lighter ones, which again didn't bother me too bad. Right here is a day where you can see I could not remember anything that had happened, so I stuck down this really big bat sticker. This is from Bright Bat Designs. Very cute, very adorable. I never, like, sometimes, like, some stickers are too big and I never really know what to do with them, and this was one of them, but I think it looks really cute on the page. And as you can see, I wrote cutie pie because that is what that little bat was, an absolute cutie pie. I absolutely love bats. If you don't know, I have a bat tattoo. That was also in honor of like my mom because she really loved bats as well and stuff like that. I just think they're such cute little guys, though I would definitely never want to see one in person because even if you come in close contact with them, you need to like go get tested for rabies and stuff, and that would be very bad and very, very scary. But they are such cute little guys. Now, instead of writing out a title for this particular page, I was putting to good use to these like alphabet stickers that I had. However, they didn't really stick very well, but I just kind of like dealt with it. I didn't feel like taking them all off, and I just kind of kept pressing them down, which if you see me like do that, that's what I'm doing. It's just they weren't sticking very well. I made like a little like burst, I don't know what you would call it, on the page just to like separate that particular thing I want to talk about from the rest of the page. Which this is one thing I really enjoyed about the Hobonichi, which obviously I could have done this in my other journal too because that was like a dot grid journal, but I really enjoy like breaking up the page into like different little sections and like writing about different things on the one page. I thought that was a lot of fun, and I like will definitely keep doing that on my other pages in this Hobonichi. This was another day where I didn't really like have anything going on, or at least I couldn't really remember what went on. So again, I just added some stickers to take up some of the page. And then if you're wondering why all of the blue is like colored in and I wrote over top of that, it's because I had originally like wrote out like the like nothing going on in that like pale blue, and then I kind of totally messed up the writing, so I like scribbled over all of that and then wrote it on top with a darker color, just trying to fix my mistakes as best as I could. Now this is the very last page I am doing in this video, which was July 26th. I was talking about the Paris Olympics, or the Summer Olympics starting, which happened in Paris this year. I was struggling a lot to get that sticker off the page, and then as you can see, I eventually just had to cut it out because it wasn't cut all the way, so I just had to like take my scissors and cut it out. And then all of the other little pictures are stickers that I had made, and I just wanted to talk about how I had drawn those that day. But here is the last of that, and I just did a quick little flip through of all of the pages I completed on this video. So I did from July 14th to July 26th, which is a decent amount of little pages done. At the time of me working, or at the time me doing this voiceover, I am now currently working in August, so I've caught up, which I'm very happy about, and you know, not stressing about trying to get it all done. But anyways, I want to just thank y'all so much for watching this video. I really hope that you all enjoyed it, and I really hope that you all have an absolutely amazing day. And as you can see right here, I was showing off the fact that I got this little plastic cover for my journal. But anyways, like I said, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and thank you all so much for watching. Bye-bye!